Hey, welcome to Too Hard, Too Fast podcast. In this episode, we're back in the legendary Shelly Lattice's studios, the Shell Shock Records 3. Shell Shock 3 Records. Sorry, Shelly, I messed it up.
Records 3's last.
Okay, perfect.
I don't remember.
She's gonna kick my butt now. We'll do it again, just so I don't get my, Mm-hmm. Hey, welcome to Too Hard, Too Fast podcast. In this episode, we're back in the legendary studios by Shelly Lattice, Shell Shock Records 3. And we're rejoined by the one and only, the soulful voice of Rev Ray.
Thank you.
Dude, we have a lot of catching up to do because last time we recorded, we were kind of just hanging out. You were feeding me some salsa.
Yeah.
Dude, those salsas were fire, but as soon as that episode went out, like your career just skyrocketed. Like no doubt. Movies, music, albums. Dude, it was wild. You had an awesome 2024 for sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna catch up with that. We're gonna talk about your new album, some new songs, and just see where you're doing and how you've been doing most of all.
Yeah.
And we'll see where it goes, man.
Awesome. Yeah.
Let's sit back, buckle up. Let's go too hard, too fast. Hey.
Listen, I'm going too hard, too fast.
"2024 has gone by, but dude, it seemed like you were everywhere in 2024. After that episode, the salsa episode, you kind of like started putting out some music, started working on. I think you hinted at some music in that episode, but you put out a song with, and I'm not sure what the timeline was, but with Annika, and so I think I'm gonna have you, if you can, sing us out at the end of this episode.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Perfect. So it's gonna be "Traveling Man."
Yeah, "Traveling Man,"
which is featuring Annika, which she has a voice that can, I don't even know how to describe it. It's the soulful, but it can blow the roof off of a house for sure.
100%. People may say that I'm wrong for this, but she's like a reincarnated Aretha Franklin.
Dang.
I that's my opinion. She's amazing. Her low register to her high register is just insane.
I mean, I wouldn't knock it. I would say, if she's not there, she will be there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the way she spells her name, it's Annika. Right?
I think it's Anika.
It's too hard, too fast. We don't check facts, but I will put it on because I do want to give her respect, because her talent deserves that. And it's you can hear it in "Traveling Man," and I think she's got some music coming out too, or has been recently released. But in that song, you guys kind of match voices, like in when you sing in English, dude. And I've told you this before, it is powerful.
Thank you.
You have that soul sound, but it kind of just like carries. And I know we'll hear it at the end of this episode, but it just carries. I don't know how to describe it. I'm kind of lost for words with that. Like, other than I don't know what it carries, but it carries something.
It carries heart. That's all I can say. Is I sing with heart. I sing with passion, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just always try to give my due diligence in singing with what I got.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer singing in English or in Spanish? Like, do you have a preference?
Honestly, I don't have a preference. I'm all about my cultura. So if I got a song to sing soulfully in Spanish, or even if it's not a soulful song, I'll turn it into one, because that's who I am. So I love singing in Spanish, but I also love singing in English. I really have no preference.
Yeah. I like that you do have a good mixture of stuff. Like, you can like sing the soulfulness, but you can also do like almost the Spanish rap kind of stuff, cumbias. It like you're very versatile, and I promise I won't just like be like just like feeding your ego, too much. No, but like I think it's when respect is deserved, it's given, and you have that. And I think yes, we're friends, but just seeing it from an outside perspective, if you followed your 2024, there was nothing but, at least from my end, I was like, dude, this guy's killing it. Like, good for him. Like, that's what he needed, and or not that he needed, but that's what he deserved.
Thanks, I appreciate
because
that,
I've
man.
seen you like do the work.
Thank you.
It.
Yeah.
But back to the music. At what point did you find the music you wanted to sing towards? Because I feel like now you're shifting and sticking into like certain genres. Not really boxing yourself, but you can see the cultura coming out. Mm-hmm. Like, at what point did you find that out?
So, man, I don't want to say at one point. I as a reggae head, right, at one point, and then joining with Tarrasco Tropical, right, with Gio and them, it became apparent that cumbia was something that I wanted to touch base on too. You know what I mean? I wanted to hit on that, and we meshed well, right, to where he had this more of a hip hop vibe, right, and me throwing in my vocals, and I figured, why not infuse soul music into cumbia? Because that's what I am. I love to sing soul music, right? Whether it be English or Spanish, why can't we just make it that? And when I was in a band prior to that band called Rev Ray and the Idle Hands, which was a soul band, an oldies, soldies type vibe, it was then where I was like, this is what I want to be. And my name, giving the name Rev, because my vocals bring them to church, right? That was why that was given that name. Not just because I'm a man of God. That's not why I got the name. But, I mean, even that's awesome because all glory to God, right? But Rev, I got to be that guy, But I want to be that guy. So I guess that's when you can say, I said, you know what? This is what we're going to do. And this is the avenues we're going. And for the next project for me, I want something soulful, Latin, and cumbia fight all together with hip hop vibes, all infused. That's the goal.
Hip hop. I don't know. I always say rap.
Well, rap's rap and hip hop's hip hop. I mean, we're in the same alley. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just my feeble mind way of thinking. But I always say rap, but yeah, hip hop. It's you hit more of the hip hop like genre.
Yeah.
The reason earlier I asked about your preference in singing Spanish and English, well, it's because I know I can tell like you're very prideful of your own cultura.
Oh yeah.
Especially you sang that Chuco Town song.
Oh yeah.
You made a song about an EP. You made it about the wrong EP, but you go Paz. But
no comment.
But no, like in that song, like you kind of touch into like some very local parts of El Paso.
Yeah.
But with your Spanish, when you're singing in Spanish versus English, you sound. I think it's different. I don't know, but do you do anything intentionally different when? It's almost, and I don't want to say it's a different voice, but there's something different. Then I don't know, and I've always been curious to ask you, like, if you do something different when you switch from English to Spanish or vice versa.
I think tones change, and I don't know why, because I agree with you. When I sing in Spanish, something happens in the vocals. They sound really, how can I say? I think more warm, if that's the word. Very very heavy. My accent comes out. My Spanish accent is very. I mean, I know Spanish very well, so. Yeah. I mean, you know that.
Yeah.
You speak Spanish and your voice changes too. I think everybody.
Sometimes I speak English and it sounds like Spanish.
Yeah. So I can hear what you're saying, and I do hear it myself when I'm singing. But I guess now I'm trying to hone in on the soulful sound, even in Spanish. But you got to give the cumbia its cumbia vibe. And you got to give the soul its soul vibe,
yeah.
And I guess that's what I'm trying to do, is show everybody that I can do them both, all, I know they say to stay in your lane, and to find something that you're supposed to be known and recognized for.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to change the mold.
Yeah.
I want to be known for all of them. This guy can do it all. That's the goal. That's why Ritmos Y Raices, the album, was put out that way, to show rhythm and roots. Not just the rhythm music, not just the roots of my culture, but the rhythm of life, the roots of how I was brought up.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of that.
Now that you brought up the album, I'll tell you this funny story. Hopefully it's funny. This whole morning, this whole morning, I've been going over my intro for this episode, and I wanted to make sure I said the album's name. Mm-hmm. I didn't say it in this intro, in the intro we made, and I realized when I got in my truck, I go, dude, you've been saying the album's name completely incorrect the whole time in your head. I kept saying Amor y Raices. And then I don't know what in the song I realized, dude, it's Ritmos Y Raices. Mm-hmm. Like rhythm and roots. Yeah. So in my head, I was like, don't mess it up when you do the intro. And I didn't even mention it. So yeah. I'm glad you brought it up. Your new album's called Ritmos Y Raices. Uh-huh. It's out now. I've been jamming it on Spotify.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, dude. Let's talk about it a little bit since we're in it already. We're in the thick of that.
Okay.
You put in some songs in there. You're featuring a lot of people. Tarasco Tropical, Principe Q in a bonus track. There's a guy I don't know him, Alan Thomas.
Yeah,
Alan Thomas. And that one's more of the that spiritual side.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I noticed that there's a lot of classics. And I say classics because I've known you for a while, so they're classic to me. Mm-hmm. So people that are starting to listen to it, they're new to them. But right. Like you got Kukra Makara on there, Poderosa that was mixed with Tarasco. What made you bring in those songs into that?
So, because the album was called Ritmos Y Raices. Rhythms of Life is where I was going with that. Now, me and Shelly had discussed what it was going to be called, right? And she brought the idea of Ritmos Y Raices. Man, that's great. So when we put in Amigos and Poderosa.
Oh, and I got an amigo story. But
so that point was, I was in a different place when I made that song with Tarasco Tropical, So to me, it was pertinent to put that in there.
What kind of place?
The fact that we're talking about amigos that backstab you and all that stuff in this song, right? Me as a person at the time, I was very annoyed and very not in a good place with how the world is, you know what I'm saying? And also I was in a different state of mind. I was drinking a lot. I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing, So for me, it was something that I needed to put in the album, And then when I decided to put Poderosa in there, I was like, you know what? I need to put this one in there too because, yes, I'm a feature on those songs, but also to pay homage to my boy as well. You know what I mean? And just the fact that that's a part of the journey of this album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It had to be in there.
Yeah.
It just had to be in there. So I asked Gio. And then of course I talked to the producers of that as well, Santo Boom, and who else was it? Who was involved with it? Sergeant Remo. And we kind of, hey, you mind if I put this on the album, before we? And they were like, yeah, bro. I said, acabo, it's not gonna do anything other than help the song.
Yeah. No.
And they were all for it. You know what I mean? And Cucaramácara was already a classic, and that's a track that Gio and I did with Sivani Quintanilla, Principe Q, shout out. You know what I mean? And I told Shelly, we're gonna put this in there. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So then, not just those, and then we added, Shelly's touch on everything on the production, and it just it was what was supposed to happen for this first album, because I don't think it wouldn't have been me if I didn't do that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's me paying homage to everybody involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be where I'm at if it wasn't for any of them. truthfully.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pay my respects in that way.
No, that makes sense. And honestly, since meeting you and Tarasco or Gio from Tarasco Tropical, I've always admired, and I know I don't know all y'all's history. I just know from the moment I came into y'all's friendship up to now, it almost seems like you guys have always, if one of y'all is eating, everybody's eating, or everybody gets a little bite, or at least taste it and pass it.
Una lambida.
Yeah. Hey, don't bite it. Just pass it.
Es probete no artete, dude.
So like I've always admired that stuff about y'all. So you guys are always putting yourselves on in concerts. You're always putting yourselves off in different songs, and it's like, yeah, go ahead and use it, whatever you guys need. And I've admired that for sure. Yeah. But when I heard Amigos, dude, that was like it almost. I don't know. I find myself jamming to it, like it's a jam, but sometimes I'm like thinking like these intrusive thoughts are coming. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh. Sometimes I'll think like, dude, I'm a really not good friend. I'm not a good friend. Like I'm always, but not because like in that song you are. It's almost a lot of the people are what you're singing about is the people that don't want to see you succeed.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm that. Yeah, I don't think I'm in that sense. But I'm thinking like, man, I haven't called so and so in a while, or I haven't even checked in, or how are they doing, or anything, or I make these friendships like through the podcast, and I'm like, I don't know how to like maintain. Like, am I doing a good job maintaining them? So I'm always thinking that, and that song hit, and I was like, dude, I'm a real crappy friend. Yeah, like I'm not. I may not even be like the way the song's going, but. It just made me think. Like I was like, yeah.
The song's not really truly based off of. If it made you feel that way, I'm sorry.
Oh,
but it's based off of those that like, they smile at you up front. Yeah. Gio puts a good lyric in there. Sonrisa por la cara, cuchillo por la espalda. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's basically the synopsis of that song because that's why we wrote it. Yeah. We had a lot of friends at the time who had a lot of love for us, and Tarasco Tropical started taking off. And we were doing good. And I'm not saying that he's not doing good without me because he is. Yeah, you know what I mean? But when we were together in the group, man, it was a whole another vibe, mm-hmm. right? And I know that they're still doing their thing and they're doing very well. And, he's doing his tour next week or next month. So that's going well. Mm-hmm. But I also
know... I have a war against him right now. We can get into that, maybe.
But I will say that we have had a lot of friends who were friends at one point. Yeah. And I can say we consider them, and I'm going to speak for me, I consider them friends, but then do they consider us friends now? You know what I mean? We got a hating vibe, and that's why we wrote that song. And we were like, oh, the fact that we had to write this song, and we weren't targeting it at anybody, just let me put that out there. It wasn't a target. And if you feel that way,
I'm sorry you feel that way.
If the shoe fits. But the truth is that wasn't our goal. It wasn't to point fingers at anyone specifically. It's just, it's happening, and it happens a lot. Yeah. And in this industry, it is that way. I am not about that. Yeah. A good friend of mine, filmmaker and director Carmona, always says, shout out, always says it's collaboration, not competition. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's the vibes that I've always had with Gio and Sivani and everyone that I work with, me personally. Yeah. I want to give everybody flowers. Yeah. Because they've given me flowers. And I think that's the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? No hating here. I have my opinions of things. Yeah. Like everybody. I'm human.
Yeah.
You know?
We all got them.
But I can tell you right now that I'm going to bless you for what you're doing. Yeah. I bless you, man. I see you interviewing all sorts of people. I'm like, but that's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're here at Shell Shock. Never thought we'd be doing an interview here.
No, dude. No. Every time I'm like coming or just getting a text message from Shelly, I'm like, this is not real life right now. No, but I know like the song kind of or that topic may have gone into a little negative aspect, but I think it's because it's a general thing. Like it's not just about music or people that we may have started something with and are not with us anymore. It's just in general, people feel that anyways. Like, and unfortunately, a lot of it's through social media, but or faults of social media. But I think, and this is with what I was thinking, like the way I thought, like maybe I'm not a good friend. It's art. It's interpreted in different ways, and however you want to receive it, or however you want to interpret it. I just interpret it like I need to reach out to the people I care about, or that care about me more. You know, and let them know that I'm still rooting for y'all. You know, right no matter what they're doing. If they're doing a career that's almost hard to break into and maintain, or if they're just having a 9 to 5 too, like we're all doing our thing,
right?
You know, so it's always good to have that check in. And that's why I felt it. I interpreted it different. I knew what the face value was of the lyrics, but it made me feel.
Well, I'm glad it did something for you, because that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point of music, is that we touch your heart in some way, some shape or form, and it made you have this realization that that's how you were feeling. Man, good for you, bro.
That's good. I mean? I liked it. I like feeling stuff.
Yeah, I like feelings too.
I like to bottle them up, but when things make me feel, I acknowledge them.
Good. That's good, bro. Not many of us do that. We just sweep them under the rug.
Oh, shoot. And I meant to say I don't have war against that. I scored for the IGO. I just like, we've been trying to get a recording together, and I got sick, then he got sick, and now he's going to go on tour. I'm like, no, we missed it. We'll make it happen. But if you're listening, Joe. No, but anyways, there's another song on there that I for sure wanted to touch on before we move on too much from the album. Oh, I'm gonna have to check. All right, the other song that I wanted to ask you about, and this is, it may sound a little mean, but it's not meant that way. There's a few ways where I, for my opinion of music, where I can say I like a song or I don't like a song, is if one, a song makes me feel or think of something. Two, I can jam out to it when I'm driving. I think that's general for everybody.
Right.
Three, I have no idea what the lyrics are saying, but I've heard the song 100 times, and I continue to just like almost forget where I'm at. So if I'm driving, it's kind of sucks. But and there's a song called "Es lo que tienes."
Es algo que tienes.
Es algo que tienes, and I don't know what the song's about, but I've listened to it 100 times. But it's something either about the beat or the melody, something about the music, the song, that I just kind of like go through the motion of living, and then the song is ending. I'm like, what the heck just happened? And I put replay, and then I'm in there and I'm like listening to it, and then before I know it, I'm just lost into it, and I'm like, dang it, dude. Like, I gotta listen to it again. So please tell me what it's about.
Es algo que tienes. Literally what it means for it. It's something about you. I don't know what it is. It's got me locked in. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it from within.
Yeah.
Atrevido conocerte, tu cuerpo, tu mente. Yo quiero sentir lo que no es tenerte. You know what I mean? Dang. No quiero sentir lo que no es tenerte.
Yeah,
eres real, un ángel de verdad, porque de este lindo sueño yo no quiero despertar. California dreaming, I decided to go to that California dreaming, you know, and then I changed it to acércate a mí, dime que me quieres, eres algo para mí, you know what I mean? And then that says, dime que me quieres, make me believe que tú eres diferente, keep me intrigued. It's the bond that I want, like the rib that I need, a fruit so forbidden created for me. No te hagas de coqueta, besame please, which means don't play so hard to get, right?
Yeah.
And that's all he's saying to her. So he's actually talking to this girl, telling her all these things, you know? And he's calling her un sabor de dulce, mis labios de miel. But he's not saying my lips. He's calling her, you're my lips of honey. You know what I'm saying? So he's just intrigued by this woman that has something about her.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Es algo que tienes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's why it sounds very sensual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you know.
Now I know, and I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna make sure I listen. Because, dude, those lyrics are like very. I don't want to say just use the word powerful. Like, they're like the similes and metaphors that you're using. Dude, no, for real though. The like, it's a lot of sweet talking.
Yeah.
Because I'm listening to you, I was like, dang, dude, I'm gonna use this. Well, I was saying, I'm gonna use this when I'm on a date. It's like, sorry, wife. I'm gonna use this with my wife
On a
when
date.
we're on a date.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And just say it like that.
no.
That way she doesn't know it's a song. Just,
Yeah, she's gonna make fun of mis labios de miel. She's like, yeah, because you're eating all that sugar, way. You're not supposed to be eating honey. It spikes up your sugar.
You're my honey lips.
Honey lips, honey lips. I don't know why I just started thinking of the what is it, the Nashville honey. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, yeah.
sounds
That's
delicious.
where my mind went to. The Nashville honey,
Honey
I
hot.
could, yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Honey
can
hot.
already feel the acid
Yeah.
reflux coming in.
Oh, Georgia.
No, dude, those are some good similes and metaphors or symbolisms
Yeah.
in the lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to it again, and I promise to pay
Sweet.
attention.
Yeah.
But no, this is I honestly like. I'm one of my just probably like anybody else. One of my favorite rappers is Eminem.
Okay.
I listen to his music or one song. I can tell you like 100 times and never tell you what he said. I have no idea what it is, so I have to listen to 1,000.
That guy's a
before
genius.
yeah.
His bars are crazy.
But I think maybe I'm not to put you on Eminem level yet.
Oh, no.
But I'm saying
You
with the
can't.
lyrics that you're using, like stuff like that, I can compare it because it's like the stuff that he comes up with to either diss or compare or anything. Like it's genius
Wow,
level
man,
stuff.
I appreciate that.
So maybe it speaks volumes about my dumbness. So I can't catch the.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
Hey.
it is what it is. But either way,
I'm not gonna
I
say
think
yes or no,
it's
bro.
good for you, man.
I'm just
Either
gonna
way.
say thank you.
I think it's good for you. I think it's good
Oh, good.
for your music and the work that you're doing with music because, and like I said, those are at least 3 ways that I can tell that a song is good.
Yeah.
They make me feel something. I can jam out to it in the car and be enjoy traffic, or I have no idea what the song said, but I will listen to it 1,000 times.
Man, if you can make someone enjoy traffic,
You do.
goodness
Vato.
gracious, we're doing it.
I don't know how many times I put on Kukaramakara when that song.
Hey, get out of my way! Cucaramacata.
And I'm just like, no, whatever. What are we gonna do? Put some sal y limon on this. Let's go.
There you go. There you go.
Dude, you were in a movie, you are in a movie.
Yeah, a film series. Yeah.
A film series. It's
Yes.
a film series with Carmona. Shout out because he's done this podcast. How was that?
I mean, it's still going. We'll be filming next Tuesday. One of my scenes. We just filmed last Sunday. Another scene. I think it was a part of the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
So already on the first season finale. It's been a blessing. I never thought that I'd be acting. When I met Carmona, it was just to meet them. It was just to meet him. We sat down, we talked, and we got into some deep conversation, man. And I remember we were about to leave. I said, "Hey, you know what? I thought I had gone there to try to be in a movie, real talk. But it ended up being just me wanting to be a friend. And that's what I mentioned to him. I said, bro, I just want to be your friend, man. I don't care about anything else. If I don't, my jam is music. You know what I mean? And he's like, no, vato, I appreciate that. I was like, I'm not here to catch any music, any movie vibes.
Yeah.
I appreciated this, man. And we have become friends. We talk some deep things. We're big on our Mesoamerican culture. And aside from that, he has been a blessing in my life too. He has taught me some things. He's a very, very, very smart man, very, very genuine and heart person. And he did call me after we met the first time, and he said, "Hey, I got a part for you." Mm-hmm. And it's a pretty good role. You know what I mean? And I didn't think that I can fit that role, and it's just right up my alley.
Yeah.
It's things that that I grew up on. I can't speak on exactly what I do.
Oh, I love the movie business. You can't say anything.
Other than my character's called Primo. I'm the cousin to them,
Okay.
and that's all I can pretty much say. But this series is great. I can say that he describes it as two brothers in search of the American dream become a part of the American nightmare.
Yes.
And I'm the cousin to those two brothers.
Nice.
So it's a heavy film series.
Oh man, we talked about it. So when I met Carmona, I also did not go into movie vibes, and I didn't get any movie offer. But
He's at war.
we're at war,
Well.
Carmona. No, we're not. Don't come after me, man. I like you a lot. But I went to record a podcast episode with him, and I left there wanting to be rebellious. Like I was like, yeah, let's rebel against something, whatever, dude. Against Starbucks, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just felt it. Like it was like, there's something there. This movie's gonna be fire because of the way he is, the way he can just explain something and be completely into it like that. But for someone that has not acted before, like I wouldn't. Yeah, maybe I'm overassuming. Never acted before.
I had never acted before that. No.
What was your initial? I'm on set. I'm about to get on camera. I'm about to say these lines. What did that feel like?
I will tell you that it was comfortable.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to being on stage a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
okay.
in front of people, that's not hard. Being behind camera is a little harder. Real talk. To memorize lines, but what's crazy is that my lines aren't hard to remember because it's somewhat of an old life as my character.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, it's right up my alley. So it was easy for me to be that character, and it's awesome. I actually love doing this. I never thought I'd be acting, but I will continue to pursue it if given the opportunity, for sure. TJF Talent, shout out to them, JJ and Terry.
Yeah.
They have also allowed me to be in their movie called Alamo City Zombie.
Oh, okay. I heard
And,
about that.
I have a comedic role in that.
That's
so
awesome.
we went from a serious role to a comedic role, and I think I did pretty well, and so do they.
Yeah.
Again,
I've always wanted to be in a zombie movie. We're at war again. TJF.
TJF.
TJF. No,
TJF Talent Agency, JJ and Terry Fernandez.
He does follow me, so I'm just,
Okay.
I'm just messing. I wouldn't mind, dude. I wouldn't mind being a zombie and just like. Anyways, that's not the point, but it sounds fun.
Yeah.
Is the movie supposed to be comedic or just your role?
I would say that it is. It's somewhat of a comedy. Yeah, it's got to be a comedy for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun parts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
What is it called again? Zombie.
Alamo City Zombie.
Alamo City
and
Zombie.
you can go on Instagram and look it up.
Okay.
There's gonna be some stuff there
Yeah.
for you to see.
But no, this King of the South movie with Carmona. It seems like it's gonna be big. I have no, at least that's my opinion. I feel like the scenes that they post or the little snippets of pictures and things, it seems like a vibe, and this is a great time to put it out. So
100%. 100%.
I'm just saying.
La raza unida. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Real talk.
But
I'm all about that, man.
yeah, no, that would be fun. It would be a fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
Or movie series, because it's I keep saying movie, but it's a movie
It's
series.
film series for
Film
sure.
series.
Yeah.
Any bloopers like where you messed up?
Yeah, I mean, I will say I had some bloopers, and they're great. You know what I'm saying? Will there be any? I'm not sure.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Describe one without giving like the scene or anything like that. Like, just tell us how you messed up.
Just biffing up the line, completely saying the wrong line, and I will say he's a very serious director.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's mean. No, I'm just kidding. He's not, but he's serious.
That I could tell.
He's a serious director, and the bloopers do happen, and there's some funny things that happen, but biffing up lines, like just forgetting your line and going into something else completely, and then like having to start all over. He doesn't get upset in any kind of way. He's not that guy.
No.
But he's serious. When he's in his element, just like anybody else. You know
He's in
what I'm
a
saying?
flow. Like,
Yeah, oh, yeah. 100%. But amongst the actors, you know, when we're in the middle of it, oh, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro, over and over. Yeah, there's some bloopers in there. Again, I don't know if they're going to be recorded, but I will say for the most part, everybody gets their line pretty well.
That's good.
In this film, I've seen everybody get their lines done very well. So it's like one take Jake's.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about like super duper superstars at this point. You know what I'm saying? We're talking, I don't even want to say that they are or not. I don't know. I can just say that everyone's doing their due diligence.
Yeah, they're just serious about it.
Yeah.
I think like the topic of the movie, like it kind of just sets you in a mindset of like you have to be in it.
Like a chingano
Like,
chingon.
yeah, like,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
chingon, a la vie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I think in that sense it would be too hard to kind of mess up something. Obviously, you're gonna mess up. Everybody's a human,
Right.
But it would be funny, or it would be funny. No, I don't know what would be funny.
I did some bloopers on Alamo City Zombie for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like a funny movie.
That
well,
one, yes, because it's funny.
Yeah.
I guess in the serious one, it's really not a blooper. I guess we'll say that.
Yeah.
But in the funny one, oh my gosh, bro. My gosh. Laugh after laugh after laugh. What are you doing? I can't tell you how many times I messed up. And not just me, everybody else. The way things happen. But again, the directors and producers are serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you allowed to improvise?
Yeah, a lot of the time.
In both of them, or the funny one?
In both.
Okay.
Carmona knows exactly what he wants said, right?
Mm.
But he does give you an opportunity to improvise. And also Ocho and JJ and Terry, they're doing the Alamo City Zombie, right? Also, they also have the improvisation level at a high if you need to. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you this, and then if you want to change it, you can, as long as it's tasteful to what they're asking for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. And
and not a lot of directors are like that. They write a script, it's a script. It's this way.
Yeah.
You know? So
Say it the way I want it.
yeah.
That's interesting. Do you think you'll be trying to do any more acting after this? Or
Yeah, for sure.
As far as like, what are you like? I guess what is your hope for the movie wise, or for acting wise? I guess that's just.
I would love to do more comedy. I would love to do a more Chicano history. You know what I mean? Like the long game.
Yeah.
You know how they did that?
I said yes, but I don't know why. Long game.
So the long.
Oh, I haven't seen
those
that.
Chicanos
Yes.
who did the golfing.
Yeah. Yes.
Stuff like that. And
it's on my like to watch, and it's always one of the first ones to pop up. I'm like, in a little bit.
And of course anything godly, man.
Yeah.
I love my Jesus, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm giving an opportunity to give flowers to my Lord and Savior, bro, in a film, wow, man, that'd be great. I would love that, bro. I would love that. I would love it. I do it on stage, why wouldn't I do it on a movie?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I can see it. There's plenty of opportunity for that.
And I'm going to say the opposite right here. I would love to do a scary movie. And, a lot of people believe that I shouldn't be doing that.
Why? That makes no sense.
It's
not real way.
Yeah, it's the things that they say, and again, I'm not going against my non-denominational community. All I'm simply saying is we're not supposed to be seeing scary things because what you see here comes out here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, I love scary movies since I was a kid, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Horror films are amazing. And maybe I have a different outlook than everybody else, but I would love to do a scary film.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I can see that as fun because I don't like being scared. So I stray away from I don't stray away from. It's one of those, just like the long game. Like I have to be in the mindset.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna watch a movie about history, then I need to be in that mindset. Like I'm gonna take it serious.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be in a scary movie, I'm gonna know that I'm not gonna sleep for the next 4 hours. Because my mind will take it somewhere else. The movie may not even be that scary, but my mind will make it a lot scarier.
Right.
And so maybe that's why some people think take it. But, I can see that. But it would be real fun to be in one.
Yeah.
That would be real fun to do.
It would. Talk about bloopers. I guarantee you there'd be a ton.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I accidentally peed myself. I'm sorry. I got scared. No, but that would be cool to do. I can see you doing that as well. Yeah. I was gonna mention, I did a recording at like these haunted places, and saying that I don't like anything to put myself in like scary situations.
You have?
I do it. I have, and I will do it again. I mostly would do it again if there's a camera. Like I won't do it just to do it.
Right.
Like,
Why go there without anything?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Just to
yeah.
You gotta document that.
If something's gonna get attached to me, it's gonna be on camera. If I'm gonna get possessed, it's gonna be on camera.
So you all can see.
Yes. And if it never shows up, it's because I didn't make it. But it was worth it. It was on camera. Somebody has it. No. But it just like there's something there about being scared. It's a different feeling than just the laughter or the seriousness or even a song that makes you feel a certain kind of way. Like being scared almost, I don't want to say makes you alive, but it's a different feeling. It's an adrenaline rush. And I think that's why people like it a lot.
What fear is probably the first known feeling we all get as a kid.
Oh yeah, probably.
As a baby, you get startled when you hear something loud, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I know that. I think that's why we're attached to fear. Fear is a sense of we already know what that is as a newborn baby. So I think that's why we're all attached to fear. That's why it's hard for us to let go of fear. Do I want to be scared in any situation? No. But I don't know why I like the thrill of being a little scared of what's about to pop up in that film, right? Mm-hmm. But I've watched horror films for so long that I don't get scared anymore. I already know what's about to happen. I can tell you. But when I have one of those movies that's completely mind blown. The last one was As Above, So Below. That's probably one of the scariest movies I've seen in a long time.
I've never seen that. But I probably won't.
I'm not going to encourage any of I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get... You shouldn't be saying that. No. All I'm going to say is I did see that movie and I saw it with my wife and she was upset that I put her through that movie. It was scary.
Yeah.
She was like, Ray, why?
Before we start closing up, I know you're going to sing us out and that's going to be awesome. But you're coming up for some awards for the Premios Tejanos Mundial. Yeah. Say it for me, please.
Premios Tejano Mundial 2025. La quinta entrega de los Premios Tejano Mundial.
How fancy do those things get? Because I've never been invited to one, and it's I'll start a war. No, but they look fancy every time I see. I follow a lot of people that attend these, and they look fancy. Maybe that's why I wouldn't go anyways, because I don't like to dress fancy. But I'll start a war.
So before you start a war, I will let him know, Premios, that if you want, you can send in your media application.
Ooh.
They're taking them in right now so that you can be there.
Okay, maybe okay. I won't start a war.
Too hard, too fast. There you go.
Sabes.
But I can
even
say
though I just said I don't like to dress fancy. No, tell me about them. Because it seems like such a cool event.
I mean, I don't want to say it's super fancy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you want to dress to par. You know what I mean? You want to look good for this award show. It's an award show. I will say that I attended last year's. I was nominated for Cucaramácara. Mm-hmm. And I went and I felt underdressed. But I felt...
and you were dressed pretty good, though.
No, you're talking about the Pura Vida Awards.
Oh, okay.
No, this one is the Premios Tejano, right? Mundial. And I went in, the way I usually dress in... slacks, but I had a button-up shirt, but I had a ball cap, and I wore some tennies. And I'm not saying that that's not fancy, but everybody was there glitched up, suits and stuff, and I was like, whew. This year, I guarantee I'll be in a suit. You know what I mean? Look a little bit more hyped up, But it's a nice award show. It's a nice award show, and it's important for me, and amongst others. This is one of those award shows that I believe is going to change the game in reference to up and coming stars. You know what I mean? And I think as an up and coming star myself, we all deserve that opportunity. Nothing against anybody who I'm nominated against that have been in the game for years, but I think it's time for us to move up. You know what I mean?
To start a war.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
But yeah, I am nominated for. I've been nominated for 5 different awards. I don't know if I've made top 5 in any of them.
Oh, okay.
But I'm excited.
What are they?
First one is Entertainer of the Year, and then Collaboration of the Year for Traveling Man with Annika.
Oh, dude, I don't see how that one doesn't. I don't know, knock on whatever wood or anything, but dude,
Yeah, that was Sheetrock, by the way. So yeah. But
I felt it as soon as I went for, like, as soon as I knocked, I was like, I'm not gonna bring attention to it.
I wouldn't be a good friend if I did it, right?
That's perfect. No, but dude, deservingly.
So,
But what
those two,
uh-huh.
and then Male Vocalist of the Year. What else is on there? Cumbia Pop of the Year for Traveling Man, which I thought was a little strange, but hey,
Yeah.
I'll take it. And Album of the Year for Ritmos Y Raices.
Nice.
Y Raices. So I'm like, okay.
Dude, a lot.
Hopefully,
Even being top 5 or just even being nominated, dude.
yeah. So
That's awesome.
I think we're all anxiously kind of waiting. Well, I'm anxiously waiting. Don't like speaking for anybody.
Yeah.
I'm anxiously waiting to see if I've made top 5 for any of those categories, because regardless, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cool, and I'm grateful. Period. So, yeah, shout out to Premios Tejano Mundial for those even considering me,
Yeah.
and for those that nominated me and voted me, and I'm grateful for all of you.
Do these awards have music? I'm thinking of the MTV awards that have people playing
Yeah.
music. Do they also have like little sets?
As a matter of fact, I'm playing.
Dang, that's what I was hoping you would say.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping you would say.
My band and I will be performing that night,
Dang,
and it's gonna be a vibe, man. We got a show for you guys,
perfect.
so I'm excited.
And that when is that?
February 20th.
February 20th. This episode should be already out. So,
Awesome.
dang, we're gonna be looking out. I'm gonna be either if I'm not there. If I'm not there, I'll be rooting from home for sure. Vato.
Well, I can tell you, if you want to be there, if you don't want to do the media part, it's you can buy your tickets.
I'll be your +1.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
You can buy your tickets, 1 for $25 or 2 for $40 at the Premios Tejano Mundial. Just go onto the website, tejanomundial.com. And if we make top 5, place your votes. Rev Ray.
Let's do it, baby. Well, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting not just in the Premios Tejano Mundial, not just that, just in life and your
Appreciate you,
music, man. Like I said, I'm a friend, but I'm a fan.
Thank you so
So
much.
it's really cool to be a fan of your friend.
Thank you.
And with that said, we're gonna get situated, and Rev Ray is gonna sing us out.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Everybody, we just went Too Hard, Too Fast with Rev Ray. And as promised, he's going to sing us out. No Too Hard, Too Fast story. He's getting away with one because he's going to sing us out. This is Traveling Man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Acapella, huh? 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's dancing, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, ready? Been around the world, still feeling empty inside. The cars, the clothes, the girls don't mean a thing in this life. My feet growing right, 'cause I'm a traveling man. Been known to drag my feet across this land. Why can't I just come home? And why can't I be in longest road I've ever been on, my baby. How does it feel alone? How does it feel? Oh, how does it feel alone? How does it feel?
Dang, dude. I know I was kidding, but I almost started dancing. That was with a moment's notice, literally minutes before, no warm up. So imagine in concert, dude, that's crazy.
Thanks, man.
Oh, thank you. We like I said, Too Hard Too Fast. We just gone Too Hard Too Fast. Remember, slow down, enjoy the moment. Bye.
Peace.